Hello there, Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 9 of Black Clover. And so, their first mission. Oh, so it's not the glamorous thing. They're going out hunting boars. They're having a little issue with it, but they're doing their best. While on their mission, they get to hear a little bit of Magna's backstory and how he grew up a little bit, and it's really interesting. He still is a delinquent, but it's funny how they designed this character. It's also interesting to see how his character came to be. But I think the more interesting portion of this episode is when they're going to Sasusi village, like Saucy village. And the events that happened late in the last episode with these men trying to get the stone, and yeah, a lot happens. And it's one of these things that, as far as the episode went, I didn't feel as hype for it. It didn't feel energetic. I wanted it to be, because it was cool. They were fighting. They were doing reasonable fighting. Asa was fighting the cloaked men. And what's interesting is that yes, these are high, well-trained magicians, and even with observation, they know what Asta's skills are, and they could probably counter it later on. It's not like they're stupid and like, oh, I don't know what's happening. Like he's able to do this shit. I don't know. It just felt underwhelming for an episode. Like, it was nice, but it didn't excite me. Even when at the climax, when they're being bombarded with constant icicle attacks from the main dude, while the villagers are being held hostage, and Noelle actually had a moment of running away. It's all here, I think. Yeah, and she was able to like learn a new spell from her courage, I would say, to protect the villagers. That was interesting because I think that's the first time she's ever felt the fear of death. And that led her to just come to it. I think it could have been held out a little bit longer, just to get a little bit more emotional depth, because it was really short-lived. I think Asta's moments where he was trying to understand what was happening here, with trying to gain a little bit situational awareness, was a little bit more true to form. But I think for me the best part of this episode is learning the social structure of the world and how everything's split up. We knew how the world is somewhat split up, but we got a little bit more in depth with it and how people treat each other. So with that, I think I got more from that actually than the rest of the episode. It was just more interesting to me. It's not a bad episode, it's just not a great one. That's kind of my thought. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.